Lagos State government has issued a fresh update to all waterfront residents of Highbrow, Ikoyi, Lekki and Victoria Island, as well as coastal areas of Ekpe and Badagry, to be wary of backflow due to the high tide in the Lagos Lagoon. In a statement signed by the State Commissioner of the Environment and Water Resources, Tunji Bello, says the high tide of the lagoon has made it difficult for storm runoff from the various channels to discharge effectively into the lagoon, which may cause a stagnation into the streets and major roads until the level of the lagoon subsides to allow for a discharge of the channels. While he describes the trending video of the water level under the 3rd Mainland Bridge almost being filled to the brim as fake news, stating that the video only captures the Oroshoki end of the 3rd Mainland Bridge, which is normal because the area is a decompile. The statement advised residents of the affected areas on the Lagos Island and other coastal areas to monitor the incidental rains regularly, ensure situational awareness at all times, refrain from dumping refuse in the drains, and clean their tertiary drains regularly. Well, for more on the Lagos floods alert, the Permanent Secretary, Office of Drainage Service and Water Resources in Lagos, Nurudeen Shodeinde, joins us now. Mr. Shodeinde is a well-versed technocrat with over 3 decades experience in stormwater management across all levels in the state. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight. First, a lot of people have wondered what is going on with Lagos. They had said Lagos seems to be exempted from this disaster we're witnessing at this point in time. Then we saw the video trending today saying 3rd Mainland was almost submerged, which we've reacted to. But is Lagos really out of the woods with the unprecedented flooding we are seeing in the country this year?
Thank you for having me on the studio, on the program rather. Well, being out of the woods is not what we should be talking about, because stormwater management is an ongoing thing. You can't prevent flooding. Rainfall events will always happen. You can't predict the volume of water that will come down from the sky. So what Lagos has been over the years is just to plan on how best to manage any situation that we're getting. It can't be solved basically by providing engineering infrastructures all the time. So, but what we've done is that we've always had a plan all the time to ensure that our channels are identified and kept free to encourage the free flow of whatever comes down from the sky. That is just basically what we've been doing. So being exempted is not the issue. It's just a matter of being prepared for whatever is coming down. So we're just trying our best to be prepared. Thank you.
But from what we're seeing on the screens right now, it really is something to worry about, Mr. Shodeinde. Now, a lot of experts, say that the dredging activities in Lagos and what they describe as shoddily built canals in Lagos are contributing to this flooding situation. In other words, it's more of a man-made situation than nature itself.
Now, a rainfall event is a natural thing, and you can't predetermine what's going to come down. Social media is awash with so many things that we tell you actually false claims. We have enough facilities that measure what rainfall event is taking place and what the level of the lagoon is like all around the state. So we are giving you informed opinions based on data, not pictures or videos that we see online. Yes, I'll tell you, river flooding is not man-made, but you can say it's man-made because people have left the natural upland areas to go and live in low-lying areas that are natural habitats for water. So if the movement of people into the wetland, you'll call it man-made, yes, it is man-made, because these places are naturally meant to be for the permanent or temporary storage of storm runoff in case you have excess water coming due to rainfall events. But on the other plant parts of Lagos State, where we have adequate channels and collectors and drains provided, Shoddiness, it does not come to play. As far back as 1974, early 70s, when I was still a small boy, Lagos State had its first drainage master plan. We know Lagos is a coastal state, and we had that at the back of our mind, and the government then had a master plan. Successive governments, and that was done by the World Bank, and when we identified 6 major systems in Lagos. Now, further to that, a study was done for Apapa and Lagos Island. You know, as Lagos is growing, studies are done to determine mitigation measures for flooding. You can't stop flooding. You can only manage it. You can only mitigate it. Now, in the 1990s again, upper part of Lagos, Ifakojaye, Agege had its own study. But in 2015, Lagos State government did a comprehensive master plan for our primary channels, which are the naturally existing channels in the state. We have, as of today, 169 identified channels that are in the state that we constantly monitor. So it is not a rule of the thumb thing. If, as at 20, 30 years ago, a channel was designed to be this capacity, Lagos is growing. If we now decide to expand a channel, while we're expanding, rainfall will happen. And it's not a matter of shoddiness, it's a matter of the fact that the channel is now being challenged because there is more runoff. I'll give an example. Environmentally speaking, rainfall should not be turned into runoff 100%. When there's a rainfall, the ground is a major drainage infrastructure. It's supposed to soak up more than half of whatever volume of water comes from the sky. But what we find in Lagos is that a lot of the ground has been paved. It's now impervious. So that 50% is now running on the ground. Another storage for rainfall from the water cycle is that the foliage, the leaves, they're supposed to store a lot of water for the sun to soak up when it comes out. This equally has been taken out. That storage is no more existing. All the trees are gone, the grasses are gone. So we are having near 90 or 99% runoff in the state. And I can tell you for free that no infrastructure engineering can store that.
All right, Mr. Nurudeen, so let me ask you about the flood alert that has been issued to those waterfront areas. The government is saying they should be wary of the backflow due to the high tide from the lagoon. How bad is the situation likely to be from your forecast? And what should those people in those areas of Ikoyi, Lekki, Ekpe, Badagry, as you've mentioned, what should they be doing at the moment?
Now, thank you. If going by the data we have, we are not going to be seeing any bad situation, but we can't predict what nature has in stock. We are near at that threshold from our gauges that, yeah, at this level, we're likely going to be seeing the effect of flooding. But over time, we've seen that October has been the peak. But like I said, climate change has turned almost everything upside down. I've said over time. So we don't know what to get tomorrow or next. So but projections are that the year is going to end, I mean, the peak is going to end in October. We have just a week in October to go, maybe a week in November, and we're fine. From data we have from the Oguashu River Basin Development Authority, the managers of the dam, and what we have in Lagos from the lagoon and our river system, we are not expecting a massive negative effect. But perchance we have that one-day rainfall that we didn't predict, we didn't project for. And we know that the lagoon is at this level. And if there's any major event of rainfall, that means there won't be any discharge. I don't see that one-day rainfall creating anything that will be too dramatic or dangerous. But being that as it may, management is part of awareness is part of management. Being aware and being sure of what to do in case. We all need to be Boy Scout now, be prepared for what you don't know, any eventuality. But from data we have, we're not expecting anything that is that dramatic, going forward, if the trend, goes on the way we're having it right now.
In 30 seconds, President Buhari has given a 90-day ultimatum to states to, shape up or ship out. How's Lagos State going to respond to this?
Lagos State is already, we've been doing this over the years. It's not something new. We don't need a 90-day ultimatum to shape up. We're always shipped up. What the present administration has done in the past 3 years, we've invested more than 3 times what has been spent on drainage infrastructure in Lagos from the present civilian dispensation. So we have, like I said, since '74, we've had master plans that has detailed what Lagos should be doing in terms of drainage. As of 2015, we've major master plan for Lagos. So we are already prepared. We just need to ensure that the conveyor system, which are the drainages, are kept clean. They might not be able to contain every liter or every drop of rainfall, but like we say in Lagos, within 2-3 hours, any flash flood will flow out. So that
Thank
is
you
how
very much.
prepared we are. We're not. Thank you very much.